What's happening, guys? Coast to Coast Studios. I'm your host for Behind the Grams, where we jump to some of the stories, the motivations, and inspirations behind some of these artists, entrepreneurs, business owners, or in this case, fitness models.
What's good? I am Torenzo Perry. I'm from Dothan, Alabama, and I just moved to LA about 2 months ago. And what is there not to like about LA? I mean, I love the weather, I love the opportunities, I love the women, I love the women, I love the women.
I want to take a second to just thank all you guys for supporting this platform. Please, if you have a second, drop a like on the video and subscribe. Be sure to turn on the post notifications because that subscription button really doesn't mean anything. Let's jump into it. Your name's Torenzo, you're a fitness model. You're originally from Alabama, you were mentioning. Let's jump behind the grams. Tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got to where you are today.
All right, man, let's jump right into it.
Yep.
All right, I grew up in a small city of Dothan, Alabama, and I even went to school in the smaller city of Cottonwood, Alabama.
Nice.
Shout out to my high school.
Heck yeah.
Pretty much, man, up until about 9th grade, all I did was just play video games, but after 9th grade, I began taking life more serious.
Yeah.
I try to figure out what it is I want to do.
What's my purpose?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I end up taking up and reading on clinical psychology, and I wanted to play football.
Okay.
So after that time, man, it was like I graduated from high school, and one thing I didn't know at the time was marketing.
Yeah.
You know, how do people know who you are if they never heard of you?
Yeah.
So leaving high school, I realized I didn't want to take up clinical psychology or football anymore.
Yeah.
So I decided to try being a musician and doing MMA. Did those two for a few months, and after that, I began to figure out like it's not completely what I want to do.
Yeah. So you're more or less just kind of testing the fields, finding yourself. What do I want to do? What do I enjoy doing?
100%. My heart wasn't 100% there with it.
Yeah.
So one night I was just laying down in bed and just scrolling through my Instagram feed, and I noticed like fitness models such as Summer Rae, Corey Wharton, blah blah blah. You know, just models in general, and I realized, you know, I can do this.
Yeah.
Because I work out every single day. Only thing I don't do is eat healthy.
Yeah.
So once I started doing that, man, I realized this is exactly what I want to do. I see that I want to do this for the rest of my life. July 2nd of this year, I weighed 206 pounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning that on Instagram.
Yeah, I weighed 206 pounds, and literally 2 months later, I weighed exactly 175. Boom. Big drop, and I love it.
All from eating healthy, you feel? And staying with your exercise.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
All from doing it. And then once I realized that it was exactly what I wanted to do, next up was trying to find a city to where I can grow. And LA wasn't the first to pop up, but eventually I realized that's where I wanted to be. That's where I wanted to go.
That's gonna be your end goal. So you're like, wow, I just gotta jump into it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. That's exactly what I did. Jump right into it. And speaking of jumping, I jumped right into my car. I took everything I had and jetted off to LA.
Heck yeah.
For those who don't know.
Just split second, or how'd that come about? Were you planning it for a little bit, and you're like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm gonna make happen.
Actually, no. I wasn't planning on moving to LA at all. When I first was looking for a city to go to, I actually went to Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay. And I was gonna stay with a few friends out there, but that didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
things change on the daily.
It does. You just gotta be willing to adapt.
Yeah. And prepare.
Yeah. So man, it was a long drive, but I'm here. Yeah. And I've been growing ever since.
So you've been here 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
What was the date that you got here?
I got here September 13th. Yes.
Nice. So real recent. That's awesome. So how are you liking it? You said you're just east of LA?
East of LA.
Nice.
Right above Vernon.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not too familiar. I'm originally from Boston, so still kind of new here to myself. What was some of your fears coming here, not knowing what was going to happen?
To be honest, I didn't have any fear coming up here. But once I realized that this is what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, I was completely focused. Yeah. I feel like that's the way to be when you want something in life, is to put away your emotions and focus more on what you want. Straight up. Yeah. Absolutely. What would you say are some of your biggest motivations that keep you driven every day and keep you working towards your goals? I actually have 3 of them. Number 1 being my mother. I love my mom. I want to give her the world. And shouts out to all the moms out there. and I'm gonna give it to her without a doubt. Next up is my son. I have a 2-year-old son.
Oh,
His
nice.
name is Dakota.
Awesome.
It's like Dakota with me.
Nice.
Yeah. And I love him with all my heart as well. And lastly, what really motivates me are motivational speakers.
Yeah.
You would
Who
think.
you listen to?
I listen to Eric Thomas,
Yeah.
William King Hollis, Les Brown, and Tony Robbins.
Nice. Heck yeah. I'm actually keeping my fingers crossed, but I'm talking to Eric Thomas's shooter, and he's coming to San Diego in like a month or so. And I was like, man, I haven't mentioned it to him yet, but I'm making that little connection. Yeah. Like, stop by Orange County, come on the show real quick, let's spit some motivation. Let me get your story. Yeah. I'd love to get him on here. Do you watch Gary Vee?
Yes, I do. That's one name I didn't mention, but I love Gary Vee.
He's my inspiration. He's on it. He's so true about a lot of things.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you did Instagram growth or marketing.
Yes.
More or less. Tell me a little bit about that. How'd you get into that?
I got into Instagram marketing when I was just trying to figure out how do I get people to know who I am. So the best thing I could do was I started off by just going to other people's profiles and just checking them out. You know, just Instagram is a community. It's all about growth. You know, you have to get out and try to talk to people.
Having conversation, network.
Yeah, exactly.
Personal connection.
That's exactly what it's about. So that's the way I started off doing it.
Heck yeah.
And I've been growing with it ever since.
That's what's up. Keep going with it. People build it.
Exactly.
They got this. They got the new Instagram little tag, like scanner tag. They just released it today. Put that on the back of your business card and be like, yo, scan this. Put it on the back of your shirt. Say scan it.
That's pretty dope.
Follow me on IG. One thing that I've been wanting to do is go downtown LA and stand over the freeway saying, chasing my dreams, follow me on IG. And I bet you so many people stuck in traffic, and then you got one a mile down the road saying, yo, if you missed it, my homie up there is chasing his dreams, follow him on IG.
Yeah, who is this guy?
You know?
The sign up?
I bet you get thousands of followers per day. You just be building.
Right.
You know? Heck yeah. If you could say something that would kind of inspire somebody that's thinking about making that big move or a step towards their dreams, what would you say to kind of inspire them?
Stay focused and learn everything. Be open to learning in general, man.
Absolutely.
Another thing is action. I feel like majority of what you want to do is action.
Yeah.
Just take action and make it happen, man.
Straight up.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely. You got to plan your attack and then attack your plan. Straight up.
You're right.
Heck yeah. What would you say this far into your career, and I know it's still really early, what would you say are some of your failures this far? And I see a failure as a learning lesson and an opportunity to grow.
True.
So what would be some of your biggest learning lessons this far?
My biggest learning lesson is information. You know, lack of information can really lead you down the wrong road quick. Yeah. So once I began to learn the information I need to, you know, keep my body healthy, keep my mind right, and keep my workouts consistent, after that it's just history, and I'm continue to build, I'm continue to growing, and I love it, man. Yeah, I love it.
Absolutely. Be open to learn. I feel like I learn something new every day. I make a point to learn something new every day, you know?
That's the right way to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Goals. What would you say from now to the end of the year? What are some of your short-term goals?
My short-term goals, I have a few of them. I've been trying to get on reality TV.
Okay.
I can't necessarily say trying. I do have a project that I'm working on. I can't really say too much about. I am getting into acting. I really love acting. I just have to be focused and, you know, take the information, learn the information that it takes to get there.
Absolutely.
Lastly, spoiler alert, I am starting my own fitness and nutrition plan for anyone who wants to lose weight.
Heck yeah.
And I think I'm very, very invested into that, only because when I look at other fitness models, I notice that they give you strategies and tips on what works best for them, not what works best for you. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what I'm more focused on, is more on the person and who you are as a person.
Absolutely.
And I'm willing to make it happen.
When are you trying to have that kind of release?
December. Definitely this year, without a doubt.
Absolutely. I'll be watching.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Let's shoot some videos, shoot some promos for that too, and push it out like a little commercial. You know. Absolutely. Some of your long-term goals, I'd say 5 to 10 years. Where would you like to see yourself?
In 5 to 10 years, I would definitely want to see myself grow without a doubt as a fitness model. Be on more projects on TV. Next would probably be making sure that my business is thriving the way I want it to, making sure I am, progressing, and making sure everyone is losing the amount of weight they want to lose. It's all about helping and communicating with other human beings.
I very much agree. And another thing I've been starting to ask a lot of my guests is, it kind of digs deep, but what is your perception to live life to the fullest? What's your vision of living life?
My vision of living life is doing everything that you're interested in before you die. That should be enough motivation. The fact that one day you won't be here and you won't be in control of your destiny, really.
Absolutely.
So that's my biggest motivation on perspective.
Heck yeah, I love it. So I know you've only been here in Los Angeles for 3 weeks, but we started doing a challenge where you challenge 3 people that you know to come on the show. It's kind of like the Ice Bucket Challenge, but you got to challenge 3 of your friends or your inspirations. Maybe they won't come on the show, maybe they're celebrities, but challenge them to come on Behind the Grams and let us kind of dig into their stories and their motivations.
Which are, there would be my 3 favorite motivation speakers.
You can also do like a homie back home, because we do Skype interviews.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I want to open this up to hear everybody's stories all around the world.
Definitely William King Hollis, Eric Thomas, and Les Brown.
Boom.
Those are my 3 choices.
Got it. Yeah. Let's get you guys on the show. We'll drop their links below. Definitely go check out. I love Les Brown. He's been doing it for years, huh? How old is he by now? I don't even know if he's alive, is he? Is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I know I've seen some old videos of Les Brown, speaking in front of 200,000 people or something,
As far as I'm concerned, he's still alive,
Eric Thomas, you're going to be down here. Let's get you on the show. I really want to get Gary Vee.
Gary Vee is nice.
Drama too, Chris Drama Path.
Yeah.
He does a sweet show. I'd love to kind of hear his backstory. That'd be sweet.
Gary Vee is usually very active.
Yeah.
So I can see him coming and being on the show without a doubt.
When it builds, I know he would look at it and say, bro, you got 20 episodes. Like, when you hit 400, hit me up, I'll come on the show. Yeah, he would say something like that.
Straightforward guy.
Which I'm like, cool, I'm gonna hit up 400 before I even ask you.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna do it. Heck yeah. I wanna really thank you for coming on the show and kind of giving us some of your story,
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Again, I'm Coast to Coast Studios, your host for Behind the Grams, where we jump to some of the stories and motivations and inspirations behind artists, creators, entrepreneurs, business owners, or in this case, fitness models. Be sure to show them some love, follow the links below, and remember, subscribe, shoot that like button, and turn on the post notifications. Thank you guys for watching Behind the Grams again.